Okay, Assalamu alaikum and good day to everybody. This is Hasnan from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I'm going live again and let me change. Yeah. So the other day I was live and I shared some of AI tools with you. So today I'm going to add one more tool. And I noticed at the end of my webinar, there was some voice issues. So hopefully I will catch up and refresh again. So feel free to say hi and do let me know from where you are joining this live session. I am using Restream. Okay. Right. So let's move on. Okay, so I'm going to cover AI tools for education, for teaching and learning. Feel free to post your question in the chat, and do let me know from where you are watching this live stream. Um, Mainly, the tools I will be using um, basically for content design, for graphic design. Today, focus will be more on using Google Notebook LM to generate podcasts. Okay, so very quickly, I will introduce to you about AI and the difference between machine learning, deep learning, and focus is all about Gen AI, generative AI tools. And later on, I will be sharing some of these tools with you. Yeah, so I already highlighted the areas of different tools. Um, Today, focus is how we could convert uh, AI enabled podcasts. Okay, just to brief you all, um, large language model and how it plays a role and what are the key elements or areas involved. Or artificial intelligence is there, and subset of artificial intelligence is machine learning, and then subset of machine learning is deep learning. So we need to know artificial intelligence. We need to know natural language processing and a computer vision, and mixture of all these three domains converts into the red dot in the middle, which is a large language model. So with the latest advancements in Gen AI tools, they can go live now and search. So that's a great advantage that they can go and mine data live, and they could actually generate more remarkable results, provided what I'm going to highlight is provided you are given appropriate prompt. Okay, so prompt is very important, and some of these terms nowadays they call prompt engineering also. So highly demand profession, I would say. So we need to learn how effectively we can do prompting or questioning generative AI algorithms. Just testing whether our chat is working or not. So once again, feel free to put your message or say hi in the chat. Okay, because I'm just testing whether. Okay, Let's type. Let me type from my. I'm typing message in the real restream chat, and hopefully you could see. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Let's move on. Yes, I could see that message, coming in. Yeah. So once again, I'm using Restream, a free version. But if you like, you can actually go and subscribe Restream. There will be with free version, we have some limitations. Okay. Um, okay. So this is example of a prompt. You need to specifically put a task or put action verb or goal to achieve. So this is highly important element in effective prompt. Then you need to do give a context, okay, background information, and that would actually narrow down the possibilities for Gen AI algorithm to search. And then you can give some exemplars. Okay, walaikum salam, Asnur. Thanks for messaging. Uh, Exemplar to guide AI responses. Okay, I will show you some exemplar, the example of exemplar persona, defining who the AI should emulate. So if you are a professor, you can put professor there, and then set format, what format you want, formal, non-formal, casual, and set a tone also, right? So format is actually a structure, you want in tabular form, you want in graphics, you want in which format the output should be. Okay, so this is briefly the key elements of prompt, and here I'm sharing effective prompt writing. So assume the role of an expert, so put the authority role here, with 20 years experience. So this is where you are giving a context, specializing in the industry, mention the industry. Create an in-depth engaging blog post or white paper about AI or Gen AI. Highlight key insights and actionable strategies, emphasizing uh, content design for teaching and learning, and explain how, focus point, how we could use AI tools to engage learner can be effectively utilized. So this is how you could write prompt effectively. Okay, so I got this sample prompt from aimarketer.ai. So you can go to this site and you will have a lot of prompts available on these sites. This is another sample prompt for generating PowerPoint design, So you can write like this, and most of Gen AI tools will give you code which you can import, or the latest version of Gen AI tools even generate slides. Okay, this is another example where you could actually ask standard operating procedure for each task, and Gen AI tool could generate and even compare and delegate certain tasks to someone, and certain tasks it could assist you. So these are the areas where Gen AI or AI could be very powerful. Okay. Now, AI applications for multimedia content or presentation design. So you could start with Perplexity. That's one of the my favorite tool, and you could start asking structured, like lesson planning or designing your learning activities or designing online learning experiences. So ask these tools to refine. Please do read and check and correct the output, and You can use even cloud. Okay, there's another platform. You can compare same prompts to different tools and check which tool is more giving you more appropriate result, and you can use that output. You can even use chat gpt. Okay, uh, and for lesson planning or content design. Okay, so you can see history of different prompts I have given, and ask ChatGPT. You can even use Copilot while using Edge browser. Copilot is built in there. Okay, so another favorite tool for generating PowerPoint is Gamma dot app. You can actually use this QR code and sign up, and you will get some free credits, to use. uh, Gamma.app is getting very powerful also. Okay. Another tool I would like to share, and that's about graphics. You can actually use imagine.art to generate graphics, using AI. Okay. Now, chatbot, yes, you could use poe.com and /bot Hassan Zafar. So once you scan this QR code, you will be able to interact with my own bot. Okay, and you can use this bot and ask questions about me. Remain professional, okay, because I have uploaded a knowledge base of my LinkedIn profile, my resume, research kit, and all the research related projects. So you can ask questions uh, with my chat. You can ask questions from my bot. Okay, so let me paste the link in the chat, and you can interact. Bot Hassan Zafar. Yeah. Okay. Let me put in the chat. Please feel free to explore. If you want to know how I have created that, then I need to conduct a full workshop. Okay, for 2 to 3 hours, and actually it won't take that long for generating this bot. It's less than a 5 minutes task, if provided you have all the content or knowledge base ready with you. Okay, so let's move on. Those who just join in, do say hi, or do let me know from where you are watching my live broadcast. And those who will be watching recording of this session, do also mention, uh, and do share your own experiences, how you are using AI tools for teaching and learning purpose. Okay, so let's move on. POE. So that's another platform which allows you to generate, if I'm not mistaken, 5 free bots. Okay. Now I'm showing another bot press. If you are technically a bit IT savvy, I would say, or you know how to do script writing, and then you can use BotPress. It's more advanced version or platform. Okay. Yeah, so this is how we can generate bots. Yeah, freeaichatbot.org, another platform which you can explore. This HPE dash, let me share this bot also. One of our HPE guru, he has created this chatbot. You can interact with this. Let me share the link in the chat also. Yeah. So this bot is HPE Health Profession Education Tutor. So so you can, all those professors, they can create their own bots, or even lecturers or any facilitators. If you are covering different modules, so for each modules you can come up with your own chat bot, frequently asked questions you can answer in the knowledge base, and let the bot handle the queries from the learners. Okay, so let's move on. Yes, so far I have shared these tools. I'm exploring a lot of tools, and there are a lot of tools coming, every week, I would say. So what I'm going to do, I'm like doing a disclaimer here. I won't get any commission from these companies, but I'm just exploring these tools and sharing with you. So for lesson planning or activity design or online learning experience design, I would recommend Perplexity, Cloud, Chat, GPT, Copilot. When it comes to multimedia design or presentation, so I would actually suggest Gamma. Teaching assistant, I shared with you poe.com, BotPress, and few other platforms just now. Graphics, I would recommend you to use POE Flux. Flux is coming very strong, but you can even try imagine.art or Leap. For animation, imagine.art and even POE Flux also gives you much better result. For animation, imagine art. Then for video generation, in video, I would suggest that. And let's dive in the focus of today's session tool, and that is Notebook LM from Google. So Google have actually created this, and I have tried several podcasts created using Notebook LM, and it was great. I really impressed. So let's move on. Before I shared with you the tool, um, I would like to share with you one of the article from Ken Master uh, and Nail Mahata. Uh, Hopefully, I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Apologies if any mistake I have done in pronouncing your name. Yes, Ken Masters is also co-author. So they have shared pedagogy and generative artificial intelligence applying the PICRAT model. So one of the model they use to assess how Notebook LM could actually generate podcasts. Okay, so you can go to the link and or Google search this title, and you can read this article in detail. Okay, so let's move on. This is what I would like to share with you. Notebook LM. Okay, so let me. So what you need to do, just hopefully you can see my site. Let me check. So just key in Notebook LM dot Google. Okay, just let me confirm what you are seeing before I move on. Okay, so that's good. You can actually see the site. Okay, let me change the caption. So Resteam actually assists us a lot, like by managing the live streaming. Okay, so once you log into notebook.google, so let me put that link also in the chat. Okay, and if you want to try now, you can actually click that link. Okay, so you need to go to this link at the bottom, or go to the chat and click on that. So once you are there, just click try Notebook LM, click on that. Okay, so you see I have tried several notebook, um, and it can generate, you know, uh, podcasts. Okay, so let me try. If you want to generate, create new, you can do that. The cool thing about this, it can you can upload any resource. So what I prefer normally, I will be actually giving a YouTube link. So let me fetch that link. Okay. I'm just picking yeah, one of the video which I did. Normally, I will be actually giving. Just give me a minute, sorry, because I'm live on YouTube. Okay, so let's pick this one.
Bismillah.
What
I would
what you need to do? You just need to copy the link of one of YouTube, and you scroll down. You can drag and drop if you have any text or PDFs and all that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy one of the YouTube, my own YouTube link, and I could insert. Now, the cool thing about Notebook LM, it can go read and summarize all YouTube video content, and you can see this source is the transcript of presentation. Yes, I was actually invited in Iran to give a keynote talk. Richard, good morning. That's great to see you. Okay, nice to see you. Hope it's useful. Yeah, I'm just sharing Google Notebook LM. By using this Notebook LM, you could you could actually generate podcasts. And what I did now, just the first step, I launched the Notebook LM and create a new notebook. And what I did, I gave one of my link, YouTube link, and it summarizes very well. And you can actually click generate. That's one way, or you can click on notebook guide. Oops, sorry. I actually need to go back. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So this was the YouTube, and so I can type here something. Give me summary of my talk, and click that arrow. So it will give that all, and summarizing the YouTube video which I just shared the link. Okay. So if you click on notebook guide, and it yeah, notebook guide, it should show you. Okay, let me go back again. Sorry for this. So if I click notebook at, okay, this was untitled. Click again. Okay, so you can interact with uh, the source by asking different questions. But what I would like to show you is giving generating a podcast. Okay, so these are different, you know, sources. I think I'm missing up one step, so let me show you again. Create new, go down, paste the link, click insert. Okay, so click on generate. Yes, so you see it will take some time to generate the conversation. So that's the beauty of this tool. And amazingly, it gives very nice conversational dialogue podcasts, and more than 90% accurate. It's just 10% bit exaggerating, so you could even modify by clicking customizing the podcast. Yeah, so it will take some time because it's actually going to read all the script in that talk and convert them into voice. And let me show you the one I have created already. Like for example, this one. And cool thing is it allows you to download also as a sound wave, and you could, yeah, so you could actually upload into a podcast. I have shared this actually on my LinkedIn also. If you go, let me share with you. Let me get that link available for you, where I have used notebook LM and generated podcasts amazingly. That part podcast is actually from uh, one of my blog posts. Yeah, so let me share the link of the podcast in the chat. Yeah, so it's very powerful. You could try yourself also. Sometimes it's very hard to recall all our projects, what we have done in the past, but if you have written somewhere, you just share those links, and amazingly this notebook LM could summarize nicely. So if you see here on the screen, it actually fetches all my uh, blog posts, and it summarizes and it converted into a dialogue. So sometimes it picks two to three different voices. So one character will ask questions based on this content, and I have shared the link there. So let me try if I can play that. And yeah, it takes some time because it's a bit heavy, like loading all that resources. Yeah, so see, hopefully you can hear.
Welcome to our deep dive today, all about AI in education.
Let me check.
And to guide us through this fascinating world, we'll be exploring the work of Hasnain Zafarbalak. He's an expert in educational technology, and we've got a great selection of his blog posts spanning from 2020 to
Yeah,
2023.
so
It's really interesting to see how his own personal journey kind of mirrors the whole evolution of AI in education,
Yeah.
especially in light of that huge event that happened, the
yeah, so I
COVID-19
won't
pandemic.
Oh,
be
absolutely. His
playing
2020
all.
review almost.
So let's rewind back to 2020 for a minute. Zafar's blog post from that year really gives us a glimpse
Yeah,
into how educators were grappling with
so it took just 5 minutes, I would say. It like goes through all my blog posts and converted this conversation in a voice form. That's amazing. So that's what they call deep dive, the feature of Notebook LM, and you could try that. Okay, so yes, it's just amazing. I was also like really amazed the amount of work they have done, in refining, and it's very natural tone, and sometimes and there's like non-verbal communication also, and that's great, like it makes the sound more realistic, Okay, so let's move on. I was actually sharing with you all that. So see, so this is where the video just now I uploaded, and that video is, if I'm not mistaken, about 30 minutes. And you could even customize. You could even ask them to generate podcast for 5 minutes or 3 minutes. They will do. So this is what it's generated, and let's
Welcome
see.
to another deep dive. This time we're stepping into the exciting world of medical education and specifically how e-learning is changing the game for future doctors. We're talking virtual patients, AI assessments, even these things called micro-credentials.
Yeah.
And we're basing all this on a fascinating YouTube video by Dr. Hasnain Zafarbalak titled ICHPE Enhancing Medical Education Clinical Phase Using E-Learning.
Oh, very interesting.
So how are medical schools using all this tech to create a better learning experience for these future doctors?
Well, it's fascinating because, it's not just about the latest shiny new tools.
Okay.
It's about fundamentally changing how we
Yeah,
think about
this
medical
is
training.
quite neat.
I'm all ears. What kind of shift are we talking about here?
Yeah,
Okay.
With
so
all these advancements, what skills will be most essential for doctors in the years to come?
That's a great question to think about. But before we dive into that, I think we need to take a closer look at the challenges and opportunities that come with using social media in medical.
They need to be mindful of things like data privacy.
Right.
so after reviewing it, if you think it's okay, you can actually click share, and you can even copy the link, and you could even download this as into a sound wave, and upload to podcast platforms. So that's the focus of today's webinar, and let's move on and share. Maybe let me summarize. Right, yeah. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you will see all the recordings of these tools and all my webinars available online. And feel free to ask any questions you have, or any one of you have any experience using these tools for teaching and learning purpose. Yeah, if those who will be watching the recorded session also, so feel free to post your questions, and I will be able to answer later on. Okay, so hope you enjoyed today's session, where I have shared introduction about AI, then different differences between AI, machine learning, and deep learning, and what is generative AI, then sharing some of the applications with all of you. And today focus was on Notebook LM by Google. And you could, the main feature of this tool, you can upload any resource, and it could summarize, and it could generate automatically conversational form of a podcast in a sound format. Okay, so that's end of my webinar. Stay tuned, and for my next webinar, maybe by next week. Let's try. Stay safe, and see you in my next session. Okay.